guys, good morning. Happy Thursday, December 10th, 2020. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. I know I'm having a very busy week. Just a reminder, this Saturday at 2 o'clock at my house, we're doing the mini critter meet and greet. Hopefully your parents can bring you down. It's pretty casual. I don't have any learning lessons or anything like that planned. We're just gonna meet the animals, hang out, and kind of just have a good time, okay? We'll talk about safety and stuff like that when we're there, but otherwise, bring a snack if you want. Totally up to you. Anyway, we are getting started in our literacy packet, week 13, grade 1, and we are on page 17. It says, what are some ways that Fox tricked the gingerbread man? Okay, so one way, make sure you write your name at the top before I move on, and you can put the date 12-10-2020, just like that. And then one of the ways that the fox tricked the gingerbread man was by pretending he didn't hear him. So maybe draw a fox a picture of a fox kind of with the sound lines on his ear. And then over here we can write the fox pretended not to hear the gingerbread man. And I'm capitalizing the G in gingerbread and the M in man because the book does, and it's his name. So the fox pretended not to hear the gingerbread man, so he had to come closer. And then the other example is that depending on which story that you have watched, if you watched several gingerbread men, there's one version of the story where he convinces him to ride on his back to cross the water, and then he gobbles him up while they're in the water. So that's one way he tricks him to get him onto his back so he could cross the water. So maybe draw some water, and then the fox's nose, and then the gingerbread man is on top of the fox. Swimming in the water. Kind of like that. It doesn't have to be your best drawing. If I were you, I would be coloring the picture because this is your assignment. I'm trying to go quickly and kind of give you an idea of what to do. But you can take your time, pause the video, work a little bit more on your picture, make sure it's nice and understandable, and then you can write the fox tricked the gingerbread man by giving him a ride across the river. Now this is just one option. You can write something else here if you have a different idea. Maybe you read a different version of the story and you'd like to write about that. That's totally okay. So go ahead and pause here. You can copy down what I wrote if you'd like to. When you're done with that, we're going to turn to page 18. So for 18, we're going to pull this page out, right out of the book. You have page 19 is blank. So you're going to take this page and you're going to cut all this part out. We're finding proper nouns. So the top part, you are going to see some dotted lines, but don't cut out those dotted lines. It's kind of confusing. All you need to do is cut out this, and then you're going to cut up to make little flaps. Okay? And this type of cutting is really good practice for you and helps with hand strength so that cutting will get easier over time. Okay, so cutting the little flaps like this, don't cut all the way through. We want to practice being careful, going slow, taking your time. If you're not sure, ask someone for help. send me a message. If you do accidentally cut them all the way apart, it's also not the end of the world. It's okay. You can tape things back together, glue things back together. You know, the most important part of this is making sure that you know how to identify proper nouns. However, which way you get there is perfectly okay with me. It's also important to practice cutting, practice writing, practice gluing. These are all student skills that are going to be valuable to you when we do eventually come back to school in person. So I'm not saying that those things are not important. I'm just saying that the most important part is making sure that you know what a proper noun is, making sure that you know the content of the lesson. The other parts will come with time. And practice. Practice, practice, practice. If you think writing is hard, that is your clue that you need to do it more. It just isn't any simpler than that. The only way things get easy is by practicing them. Handwriting is difficult because your muscles in your hands have to grow, so it takes time. So it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be easy tomorrow just because you practice today. You have to practice every day for a long time. And then eventually you'll be able to write quickly and easily and nicely, and you won't even think about it anymore. Trust me, because most adults are living proof of that. Anyway, so proper nouns are person, place, or thing. They're not just any regular old person, place, or thing. They are specific, okay? So this is a picture of a little girl, and it says Lydia right there. So this isn't just any girl. This is Lydia, a specific person. So that's what a proper noun is. A specific person, a specific place, a specific thing. So we're going to put Lydia underneath of person, okay? Just like this. Now, this is a picture of a candy shop, but it's not just any candy shop. This candy shop is called Tara's Candy Shop, okay? So Tara's Candy Shop is a place. It's a specific place. It's just like here in our town, you know, we have Slater's Diner. It's not just any diner. If you said, hey, go to a diner, you wouldn't know what I was talking about. In our town, we only have one, so chances are you'd figure it out. But if you lived in New York City, there's a diner on every corner. And if somebody just said, hey, go down to the diner, that would be kind of confusing. You'd need to know which diner it is. Slater's Diner, Tara's Diner, Broadway Diner, whatever it is, okay? And then the rest is true for things. So this is not just any old fish. This is Bubbles. Bubbles is the name of this specific fish. There's only one Bubbles. Well, there might be more than one, but if this was your fish and you named it Bubbles, you'd only have one Bubbles, okay? So then you're just going to go through and you're going to glue the pictures. There's a Hershey chocolate bar, so that is not just any old chocolate bar, that's a Hershey's bar. And we're going to put that under thing. So once you kind of get the hang of this, you will be able to figure it out. Jill's Boutique, okay, that goes under place. Star Elementary, what do you think that is? Person, place, or thing. It's a place, you're right, okay? So I'm going to let you guys kind of go ahead and finish this on your own. Alex is a person. Coke is a soda, a specific kind of soda. Some people only drink Coke products. Some people only drink Pepsi products. I don't have a preference. I don't drink soda. It's not good for you. It's bad for your teeth. Okay, put Dolly's Donuts under place. I'm putting Tommy under person. George Washington is a person. He's a famous person. He's a famous president. And then Rocky Mountains is a place. Okay. So here's my finished page. And if you want to, you can pause the video here and double check your answers. This is your last page of literacy for today, Thursday. And remember, Fridays are the catch-up days. So whatever you didn't get finished this week, don't worry. I give you Friday to work on the things that you still need so that you can have your weekend to not do schoolwork and not do virtual learning. Also, if this virtual learning is turning out to be very, very challenging and you're feeling super, super frustrated every day, please give me a call or send me a message and we can talk about it and we can find ways to still learn but make this not so much of a battle for you. I try really hard to make sure that this is not super difficult. I mean, we give you Fridays and everything. Um, and my philosophy is try everything. You know, if there's a page that's especially difficult, I'd rather have you do one problem on the page than try to do everything and not do it very well, especially if you're having power struggles at home, okay? So don't stress, deep breath. Pretty soon we're going to have 2 weeks off for the holidays, so that'll be a nice time to rest and recuperate and not have to think about this. But until then, we can do this.